Hello everybody, this is Grayzo. Welcome back to a Game of Thrones in Crusader Kings. And this series is going to be all about one family. I've already done a playthrough of the Greyjoys. This time, I'm going to zoom into an island here. Not the Targaryens, but we're going to play as House Velaryon. We are directly under Prince Rhaegar, who's going to be battling for the throne. But I thought this might be a fun start, so why don't we jump right into it. Normal rules, Iron Man mode, all that good stuff. Let's get it started. That's my previous Greyjoy save. Let's continue on. Nice. Okay. Before we unpause, I will just have a look around the realm, see what's going on. First off, how many living members of our dynasty have we got? We have 15 people that are related to us. This used to be a powerful house. I'm not sure if you kind of watch the shows, but they're always tightly knit with the Targaryens. And let's just have a look at a character here. He is lustful, arbitrary, ambitious, and brave. Dutiful captain, a holy warrior, a knight, and a trained fighter. Not too bad. Best skill is intrigue. That's going to be useful for us as we try to essentially overthrow the Targaryens, I think, and maybe go for the throne ourselves. Driftmark is obviously kind of like at sea. It's an island kingdom. So I was thinking maybe another interesting aspect of this story would be to take over anything that is an island. So like these guys down here, the Iron Islands would be a big target for us, and then maybe just this one up here. So that's kind of what I was thinking with this playthrough. But let's jump back into our character here. I am unmarried. I do have a son. I actually got 2 children. This is my player heir who has the handsome trait. That's pretty useful for us. He's also kind of not betrothed. And we have a daughter who is a bastard and beautiful and also quick. Oh, sorry, I said daughter. It's a son. The long hair threw me off. Who is your parents? Her mother is lowborn, and her father is my father. Okay. All right. Cool. Let's jump into things. Let's go straight into our. It's trying to point me down Marshall, but I think intrigue is probably where we want to start off. To be completely honest, let's start with intrigue because we're going to be scheming. Going to be doing lots of schemes. So let's start with intrigue. And I can choose a patron aspect. I am in this scenario. I am Faith of the Seven. In the last playthrough was House Greyjoy, so it's drowned God as my religion. But if you want to check that out, I'll leave a link in the description below to the playlist. Had an interesting turn of events to end the series. Go check it out if you haven't already watched it. So for here, I think a couple of modifiers might be useful for us. I think we are going to go down the intrigue route, but maybe learning, something that gives us learning would be useful. In terms of our patron aspects, this gives us learning and popular opinion. Anything that gives us learning and intrigue? No. Attraction opinion. I'm going to take attraction opinion because I want to grow my dynasty, and well, maybe scheme discovery chance +5. Yeah, let's go attraction opinion. Let's go with that for now because I'm unmarried, and that will help us find a better wife and stuff. I can send for a macer from the Citadel, send a raven to Old Town. Let's get this started. Any interesting decisions we can take off the bat? Not necessarily. We are a vassal under House Targaryen. The land that we own currently is Driftmark, as you can see here. Is there anything else that we own? Driftmark and High Tide. So, okay, this whole island is mine. This island. I might try steal Dragonstone eventually, but for now, let's have a look at our council. Decent spy master to start off. Anybody that we can probably sub out here? Okay, nobody there. You are a better steward, but you're also my chancellor, so there's no. Well, maybe. What are you like as a diplomacy? I think I'm better off swapping this just so I have better income. Marshal is actually pretty good. No need to change that. And Spy Master, anybody else that's better? No. Okay. Castellan is... Who's this guy? He is absolutely terrible. So I definitely want to change up my Castellan to... Let's do some of all skills. This is swapping him to my Admiral right now. Don't have a lot of characters in my realm currently. Maybe we add this guy to our Castellan position. He can help us with intrigue. And he will let me... He gives me extra lifestyle experience. That's fine. Keep him on intrigue for now. Admiral, I think you're the best. And Septim I can't change. Okay. Alright. Starting off, obviously the war is going to kick off in just a few minutes, but I think it would be good for us to get married. And I'm looking for inheritable traits. And someone that will marry me matrilineally. What is their succession law? Oldest child inherits. Okay. We might need to do a little bit of scheming. Because this guy is not perfect. So, what are we looking for? We're looking for someone that maybe can help me with intrigue to start off. Anybody that's good with intrigue. This person here is 21, is Amazonian and has decent intrigue. This one will boost my diplomacy. Let's go with this lady. She will be married into House Velaryon. All of that is good. Let's take a new wife. Nice. So we can hire a maester. I can designate a guardian for my son here. He's currently going down a diplomacy route. So let's get somebody. Is there anybody in our court that's a genius? Anybody that's a genius? Okay, do I have the genius trait? I didn't even realize that. Okay, it doesn't say. It doesn't say. Let's just start that again. Yeah, it's my son. I suppose I should be his guardian. Let's just keep it as is. My sister can marry. So normally what I do here, let's just have a look at it. How's our army looking? Absolutely terrible. Normally what I do is I marry for prowess. So let's keep all of this and just maybe search prowess. I can get her married off to the mountain, which will... He is unlanded. Let's lock that in right away. He won't... Their children won't be born into my dynasty, which is okay. But I think this will drag the mountain into our court. Let's try it. Let's see. Let's just progress time a little bit. The new Maester of Castle Driftmark. The Maester I sent for from the Citadel has arrived at Castle Driftmark. Assault Dornish by the name of Garrison. Let's hope he'll be loyal and wise. He's a physician and he's pretty good. He's also a fighter, which is nice. I like that. Let's get him here. Can I just demand your conversion? No, can't. I have an alliance now with the biggest man of all time. His head is off the screen. With House Clegane. Nice. Okay, now let me just check for a second. Do we now have access to the mountain? We do not. Got us a decent alliance though. Alright, so this is going to be a completely different style of gameplay than the previous Iron Islands where we just kind of took over the map. We want to set ourselves a couple of goals. I would like to talk to my liege, and I want to change. Oh, I have guaranteed council rights. Okay, so let's have a look at our council. I'm currently a spy master, so it's pretty easy for me to kill these guys. In fact, like if I was to murder this guy right now, it's very, very easy for me to do that. I'm gonna wait on that, I think. Actually, Let's do that right away. Okay, we're going to try murder Prince Rhaegar, who's the heir to the throne. And we'll get our spy master to support our schemes. Is there anybody we can bribe to this? No, it will take about 3 years. Okay, cool. Let's see what happens next. How much income am I getting from these? 3.5 and 2.7. Why don't we build? Need more gold to do that. Greetings, my impressive vassal. I would like for your son and heir to become the squire of this gentleman. Yeah, let's do that. Sure. Okay. Looks like the Baratheons are losing the war, which I'm okay with. I'm closer to the Targaryens, so if they win, there's an easier chance of me killing the king. The Baratheons win, I don't necessarily have as much power. I do have 3,000 soldiers. Do I want to get involved? Like, should I get involved? I'm probably listed as an ally. No, I'm not. Okay. Let us continue on. Anybody currently maybe that we can hire? Domain taxes. Everybody's poor at it. Anything that boosts my murder scheme. Hostile scheme success chance. Keeper of the cells. They're only average. Right. Okay. Another thing that we were going to do here is, as time progresses, I'm just going to have a look at our court and see if we can get some marriages going. So we want people that are not Fate of the Seven, but are Valeryon. Am I High Velaryon? High Velaryon. Okay. Culture is high. Culture is not High Velaryon. Okay, so these people are in our court currently, and I can ask them to convert to our fate, which is always a good move. So let's get everybody the same fate as us. They'll like us a bit more then. Sweet. And secondly, what we'll do is we'll get them married then. I think all of them have converted, which is nice. The Baratheons are now winning the war. Next up for me, I would like to look at my court, look at people that are adults. I missed that pop-up, sorry. And look for people that are unmarried. Let's just resort to defaults. So marital status, unmarried, and inner court. Okay, we got a lot of people that we can use to pull in characters here. So let's find them a spouse. Let's sort by prowess. And we'll take whatever we can get. Like this guy's 25 prowess, way better than anything that we currently have. Let's get them in to our court. And this guy can't marry because he's obviously like religious. Prowess again. This lady's Dornish. Let's get her in as well. Just want to make sure like I'm not selecting the same people. This will just give us way better knights. This one's a Riverlander. I'll take that as well. When they do marry into our court, we will need to convert them. But for now, let's continue along our hunt for knights. This lady is reckless. She actually has a good max battle roll for fighting, so we'll take her too. My son, what I might do is get him married off with someone that has inheritable traits, matrilineal, and I think we want beautiful as a trait. Is there anybody that's like, oh, genius is also really nice. Let's do some of all skills. We got a genius. We'll get him married off. We want them to join House Velaryon. That'll be a nice addition to our family. And my niece, similar, very similar. We want inheritable traits, and this time some of all skills. This time maybe we look for beautiful. I think the Velaryons and the Targaryens were quite similar in the sense that they kind of like were a little bit incest and kind of hooked up with each other. So I think in this case we're going to try and get beautiful into our family as well. Nice. This little lady will just restore to defaults and search for prowess. Anybody that's really good that wants to come fight for us can. Yeah, matrilineal doesn't matter. Some more Velaryons. Okay. Am I paused? Yeah, sorry, let the game go by. What was that pop-up? Oh, we're gonna get all these marriages that pop up. Okay, let's do them first. And what we might see then is our knights become way better. Look, so we've jumped from like, I don't think the best one was about 16 to 25. This makes our army immediately stronger, which is all good. So let's pause for a second. Let's do the remainder. Lots of people aren't married. I think we were on this guy, if I'm not mistaken. Sort by inheritable traits. Anybody that's fecund. Fecund is useful because it means that they'll have lots of kids, and it will help our renown over time. So let's get some fecund in here as well. A dwarf that's fecund. Why not? Let's get a dwarf in. So that was Vaemond. On to Victor. Victor, you're going to marry inheritable traits. And I'm going to, on your side, I'm going to just get a giant, I think. So we'll have a giant and a dwarf. Oh, no giants available. Let's do fecund again. Son of all skills. Let's take this lady. She's a little bit younger. Get them married off. This one already has a beautiful trait and is quick. So ideally, we want to find somebody that upgrades his skills. Doesn't have to be fecund. So we're looking for like genius. Maybe not genius. Maybe we do Amazonian or Herculanean. This lady seems good. Like, look at that. All 3 inheritable traits. That's a nice one. Get them sent off as well. And yeah, I think for now that's enough marriages. I can't just be like the priest of the realm, marrying everybody. How's our scheme looking? 13 months. That's after jumping up quite a bit. Nice. And our cash has also increased. Can we build something now? We can. So we obviously have very little land, so I think it's good to kind of build this up, and farms and fields will get us some more taxes, which I think is a good move for now. Spend the majority of our cash on that. We do have absolute crown authority already, which is real nice. And don't have any existing decisions. Maybe we'll go back to our character finder then. Unmarried. Get a couple more knights in. $22. Yeah, we'll take you. Just about accepted that. +1. It's nice as we're progressing time because they'll disappear from our list then, which is good. So Maegor, you can also marry for prowess. You can take Layla. A lot of Dornish coming into our realm. 21 prowess, we'll take it. More people in the realm, we're going to have more pop-ups. This is probably the first one. The Dark Cave. One of our children at court, Sarala, has taken the wooden sword off a younger, that should be off a younger, of a younger girl, never mind, could have been both, and thrown it into a nearby cave. My son was there and saw it all happen. He ran into the cave and didn't come out for almost a half an hour, but when he did, he had retrieved the toy, such to the annoyance of Sarala. Very brave, albeit perhaps somewhat foolish. So this is my son and player error. He can keep the trait brave, which is kind of good for prowess and stuff. Or he can get stubborn, which will give him a little bit better stewardship. Or he can become wrathful, which will increase his martial and his natural dread. I think we keep brave for this character. Don't need to change that just yet. Okay. Our pop-ups our weddings are all taking place. There's lots of celebrations in Driftmark currently. The man in charge for cleaning the clothes of Prince Rhaegar's guards is brought to me. No one will notice him tampering with the clothes, and if something distracting for the guards could be planted, what would you have of me, my lord? I could increase progress, or cut holes in their clothes in improper areas. I could kind of sabotage his renown, or I can spend 50 for murder progress. I'm going to spend 50. We are a sneaky man. My son has come of age. That was quick. He's not the best looking character. Like, in fact, he's probably really bad. The only good thing is the handsome trait, I suppose. But something may happen to him in a battle, and when our new son is born, we might play as him. Just giving you a hint on how we play these games. Okay, I might force him to fight. That's kind of what I'm saying. Yeah, let's take this. What's in a name? With the babe cradled in her arms, Lady Janira looks up at me. Her face is a picture of serenity. Husband dearest, what should we name her? I think we should name her Janira after me. What do you say? Absolutely not. It's very hard to pronounce. This is my daughter. I have something else in mind. So we're going to call her Dawn. No, let's call her Dea Valeryon. I was going to say Daenerys, but then I had trouble trying to spell it. So let's lock in this marriage. That's perfect. Nice. How's our army looking now? Looking pretty good. And I just want to get the last of our characters married off. Okay, let's get you married to Prowess. To Dermot, who's 29. He'll be a good knight. Thank you. And you can marry off again for Prowess. You can take 21. We'll take that. You are delicate. That's okay. Let's get that one locked in as well. Gonna have a ton of people in my court that are not my religion, which we will convert over time. This one is stuttering. I don't think you'll have as many options as other people. Oh, you do. We'll take this guy too. Preparations for the hunt. The wilderness is calling out to me. It's been too long since I last hunted. Out there in the plains of Driftmark, there are majestic stags. One of those would do well on my dinner table tonight. Something is missing though. Are my hunting spears too old or dull? Is it a companion I lack? I should make sure to prepare well. I can get a pet dog. I don't think any other option is is worthwhile. Like immediately a pet dog. I mean, prestige would be nice. A prowess would be nice. It's only for 25 years. Or the next hunt will not cost me any gold. What does pet dog do? Diplomacy and prowess. I don't need any of those right now. I'll take a free hunt next time. Sweet. How's the war going? We are winning. We're winning the war currently, which is nice. And I can designate a guardian for this lady. She is doing a diplomacy education. Let's sort for someone two options. Let's allow her to be educated by that other person. That will increase her opinion of me as well. And we're still continuing working through this list. This is the main. Oh, he's betrothed. Forgot betrothed shows up on this list. That's fine. My daughter here. I can hear some seagulls. Leviathan. It behooves a lord to spend time at sea with the salty air in his face and a fine vessel beneath his feet. Today sees my personal craft and small escorting squadron out for drills. Okay. 95% chance I slaughter this beast and pull it to ashore. I can just take 50 right away. 95% chance is pretty high. Let's go for that. Nice. Okay. Can we build again out of that money in a high tide maybe this time? We can. And this time around, I think we're going to go for tax. Yeah, let's go for apiaries. Or a trade port. Let's do a trade port this time. So we are upgrading Driftmark as best we can. Is there a way that I can petition my liege? Not currently. I could raise my army and go like win a little battle for him if I wanted to. Traveling Maester, I already have a Maester. You can, we don't have room for you, I'm sorry. You are not as good as the person that I currently have. He just died. Immediately just died. That's strange. Okay. Okay, next thing we want to check is I want to have a look at the children that are in our court and make sure that everyone has a guardian. So you are studying diplomacy and I want you to be linked with that lady. 95% chance Rhaegar gets killed. Cross your fingers, cross your toes. Let's go. Nice. Okay. I now have I've killed Rhaegar. And how is the Iron Throne looking? He doesn't have a primary heir. I think it will go to this guy next. So it will go to this person next, and then after that, I think we might be able to potentially do a like independence faction. I want independence. I may as well get that going now. Or a disillusion faction. Actually, hang on. Because they're at war, I think am I just my own title right now? Like, could I potentially go to war for this? Oh yeah, well, I'm not going to go for war for Driftmark. But could I go for war for this? I don't have a reason to go to war for it. Ah, I see. Let's have a look. It is paused. Let's have a look at development around here. You can see mine. Yellow is generally quite good. What about this little island? Crab's return. Let's get a Casus Belli on that. Can you fabricate a claim for me, please? 3 years. I'll get a claim on the duchy. Okay, let's do that. This might be the first of our islands as we expand. Will be the island. Hang on a minute. This guy just made this lady queen. And she now has a primary heir of this guy. Okay, so she's now my new liege. I would like I want to demand a council position, and I want to be your spy master. And then what I'd like to do is murder you as well. Okay, we got a claim on an island going. We have another murder scheme going against the Targaryens. We're trying to wipe them off the face of the map. And reinstall High Valyria, probably. Like, Valerian and Valeryon are different things, obviously, but I don't know if it's the same family or what. Like the Valyrian steel swords, maybe it is, maybe it isn't. Who knows? I have 3,000 soldiers, and I know that there is a Valerian sword in the Iron Islands. This guy has 20,000 soldiers. I think one of these guys. Hang on, I think it's this guy. He has Red Rain. He's a Valerian sword. Can I? Like that would be really nice. That'd be nice to have. I'm gonna pin you as a character, and we'll keep an eye on you. Let's get our holding so we can keep an eye on how we're doing for development. Keep that on the screen for now, and we'll continue on. It's nice being peaceful and just building up your land. Let's progress time a little bit here. Fishy business. It began as an occasional treat, an unusual habit, but I'm a good High Velaryon, and what High Velaryon hasn't eaten some dodgy herring in his time? Over the last few weeks, through Garrison's predilection for utterly rotten fish has gone from tolerable idiosyncrasy to pungent omnipresence. Holy moly, this really tests your vocabulary. This morning, when I discovered what he'd done to the Latrin, I decided I've had enough, and I found him in the hall. Face soaked in fotued brine, half a fish eye lazily dripping off his chin. Okay, we need to talk. I could get a weak hook on him. He'll lose opinion of me. I could lose stress. Every courtier and guest could gain opinion of me. I could imprison him. Who's this guy? My maester. He's pretty good. Let's just talk to him. Oh, crap. Grew closer to forming a rivalry with the guy. What if I asked you to take the vows? Don't really know what that means. What if I... You're already my fate, right? I don't think you're... Fate of the Seven. Yeah, you're already my fate. It's fine. All of that's good. So we were looking at the children that we have, and we want to make sure that everybody has a guardian. That's where we were before we got distracted. So this little lady, I think we'll send her down Marshall, and we will educate her. Is there anybody better than me at Marshall? No, we'll educate her ourselves. I have a new daughter, Dana. She is very, very bland, so we'll call her Blandina. She doesn't really help us at all. Lots of kids, which is nice. Maybe we... I want an Amazonian kid. Can I seduce my wife, please? Let's get that going. Murder gains progress. She'll get bad omen. Murder loses progress. She lets her guard down. How's her health currently? She's feeling fine. Let's go with this one. Okay. All of that is good. And I was just checking out the kids to see who maybe needs guardians. You're good. You are studying diplomacy. And the only person that can do that... Let's have my sister-in-law teach you that. We have Twist of Fate. As I make preparations necessary for the departure, I'm interrupted by a page. She died from childbirth. Okay. So how many Targaryens are left? 6 living members. Right, okay. Well, let's get cracking on the rest of these, shall we? I want a council position. Deleting the Targaryens. Am I being raided? Oh, I'm being raided by the Greyjoys. Well, no. The realm is being raided by the Greyjoys. Oh, that's fine. I thought he was raiding my island. That would have been a different story altogether. Not that I could have done much. He has too many soldiers. Back to our list. Does everybody have a guardian? You don't, and you're studying marshal, so we can find you somebody that's a good marshal. And we'll do my sister-in-law again, although that's good. I could convert her culture. I don't think I need to. It's just an interesting way of doing things, though. So you're good. You're good. You are not getting. You're doing diplomacy. Is there anybody that's a genius in our court? It says I am, but I don't think that's actually the truth. We can have our knight train this person. Will help their opinion of me as well. That was Eminem. Can I rename that character? He just looks like Eminem. Can I rename this guy? Is that an option? Okay, maybe not. I think we might have a lot of Eminems with the blonde hair. Can the real High Valeryon please stand up? Right. You have not. I'll let you grow up, and then we'll designate you a guardian. How about that? We can maybe say relevance. Restore to the false. Let's do some of all skills. Maybe my maester to get his opinion back up on me. Might be an interesting way of doing things. Okay, let's continue on. I'm being raided. Let's continue on here. Something unusual. Anyone can buy a token of affection, big or small. I wanted to impress this lady. So she is lustful, generous, and sadistic. So I think a very rare book might help. Okay, that worked. I have a new intrigue lifestyle perk. Fabricate hooks is always useful. Let's take that to start it off. We will need hooks to do our independence faction eventually. Like, I'm still under the Iron Throne, right? Pretty sure. Yeah, it seems that way. So let's have a look at. I'm currently like my lieges. This guy has a strong hook on me. Interesting. Why don't I give you a little bit more tax and say that you can't revoke my title? Or actually, I'll give you a bit more levies and you can't revoke my title. No, that's not going to work. Nice try though. So if we can't marry this, if we can't kill this guy, we can murder his son though. Let's get that going. And that will take about 8 years. We can invite people to the scheme though. Varys. Let's invite Varys. You remember Varys from the show? Look at his intrigue. 38. He wants him dead too. So let's work with Varys. He's joined my scheme. Thank you, Varys. I can petition Liege. Why don't we do this? It'll only cost me a bit of prestige. And I can ask him for. I can request to fund a temple holding in my counties. Sounds good. I am escorted into the King's throne room where he beckons me to approach and address him. I humbly present a case for a new sept in the Lordship of Driftmark to be built in the settlement of Shroud. After listening to my speech, he sits in silence for several moments and as he mulls it over. Eventually he addresses me. You make good arguments. But if I'm to agree to your request, I need something in return. Surely it would benefit us both to come to an arrangement. My feudal... I can give him more soldiers. Yeah, sure. Nothing will be funded if the construction is mutually cancelled. Okay, cool. So there is some building now in... someone's building a temple there for me. I can pay homage to him. Give nothing. Just give him nothing. Join me. Yeah, let's just click this to get it off the screen. Let's just say hail the king. Let me leave. Just walk in and leave. Say that. Perfect. This is still going to take 8 years. We could invite somebody else. Who else can we invite? Anybody famous? Let's do acceptance. Who can be convinced here? Gileno Vunatis. Courtier of the king. Someone in the king. Lord Jaime. Jaime Lannister. Let's bribe him. He's not trustworthy anyway. It's been clear that your septum is working to establish a false claim on the oil. Don't think this is... Okay. I got caught trying to get a false claim. Let's get that marriage done. And... I think we got a good setup so far. Starting off as House Velaryon. We have... Let's just have a look at our kills so far. So far we've killed Prince Rhaegar. Look how beautiful that is. 1 death. Obviously a very powerful and influential person in the realm. You know what we're trying to do in this series. We're trying to get independence and get the House of Valeryon painted as a power in Westeros. I hope you join me. This has been a fun episode to make. If you enjoyed the new season of this, previous season was the Greyjoys. I'll link that in the comment section below. Let me know your thoughts, ideas. I'm having a nice time here playing as Lord Lucerys. We got a nice wife that will give us some good children. And we built up a little bit of a realm. I'll see you in the next episode. Thank you so very much for watching. And as always, enjoy the rest of your day. Take care. Bye-bye.